All right, are you really bugging your kids about their grades? I gotta be honest, my daughter's 12. I honestly don't really care what her grades are. I want her to pass, I want her to do well, but I don't care. I mean, she's actually a great student, she does very well, but straight A's don't guarantee success, right? It's financial literacy, it's actual skills that people have to be able to walk forward in life, especially soft skills. I mean, the STEM skills are great, these hard skills like math and science and things like this, but it's actually being able to get along with somebody, to be a kind person, to be able to have some emotional intelligence, to be able to work on themselves, and to be able to understand financial literacy. And now my daughter goes to school, she goes to a great school. It's in a very academic area, very academic district, and that's great. But the problem with that is that it just gets so into getting grades and getting certain things right. But the problem is that they don't teach financial literacy in school. And why don't they teach financial literacy in school, right? That's a great question. Well, the problem is the teachers, a lot of them are broke. They don't understand how it works. I heard Robert Kiyosaki talk about this one time. He said, don't listen to poor people. Right? If you listen, he was like emphatic, don't listen to poor people, because the problem is that they cannot teach you. They'd be hypocritical. They would be lying if they tried to teach how this stuff worked. And this is where there's a saying, those that can't do, teach. Now, I've got a lot of family that's in education. My dad's a college professor. My mom was a teacher for 30 years. My grandmother, my sister, a lot of people are teachers. I have a lot of respect for teachers. But a lot of times the education system, especially when it comes to finance, or it actually comes to being successful in life, does not actually teach things that kids are going to need as they grow up. Right? So that's the problem, right? So they've got to get involved in the education of their kid on a financial level. So there's a guy in my, I have a mastermind called the Wealth Forum. So you can see there's a Wealth Forum there on my hat. And his name is Steve. And Steve has several kids, and he brings them to the events, and he has them read. His son is 14 years old. He's read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He's read Cash Flow Quadrant. He's read Think and Grow Rich, right? So he's involved in his kids' education because he realizes they're not going to get it from just from the schools. And I have so much respect for that. I think that's absolutely wonderful. So I think things like budgeting, all this stuff is good, but talk to your kids about money. Talk to your kids about what it means to actually be successful in life. And if you're wealthy, one of the challenges for a lot of wealthy families, a lot of wealthy kids, is that they come from a place where there's this entitlement, right? They never really learn how to manage money. They really never learn how to invest. They really never learn how things work. So there's all these books, there's all these resources out there for kids to learn, to start their own business. I think there's a lot of ways to be able to do that. Encourage them to read books and to get involved in some of these different ways. And this is the first time I've done this outside. I don't really do a lot of videos outside, but it's kind of fun. So anyway, that's my thing for you, is to really take time, invest in your kids' education, because the more you invest in their education, it's going to hit them a whole different way than you just simply saying, hey, go to school and do your best and have fun, right? So the quote I want to share with you today is from Alan Greenspan. It basically says, financial literacy is not an end in itself, but a means to an end, a more secure financial future. If you haven't joined our investment club, you're not hearing about our awesome deals. So I encourage you to go to the link below, go to Bronson Equity and check it out. We're doing deals in multifamily, oil and gas, and businesses. Why we like businesses, oil and gas, especially right now, is because of the cash flow, right? Real estate doesn't have a lot of cash flow right now, but we've got these unique deals. We're buying businesses that, there's just so many articles about all these boomers that are selling businesses. And so we're buying these businesses, and we're finding a way to operate in them profitably, and so that people can really benefit. So love to hear comments below about how you're educating your kids, what you're doing to help them grow, because as we share this information, we share with the community, it really helps everyone. So thanks for taking the time.